You're sitting at your desk, you're trying to work, game, edit videos, charge your phone, connect two monitors, transfer files from SD card, plug in an Ethernet because your Wi-Fi suddenly decided it wants to live in 2007, and somehow your laptop gives you exactly two USB-C ports and an attitude problem. That's where the Anker Nano 13-in-1 laptop docking station walks in like the tech equivalent of a guy showing up to a house fire holding 10 fire extinguishers and saying, "I got this." The thing is basically a command center for your entire setup, and if you use a laptop every day, especially a thin modern laptop that sacrificed ports in the name of being sleek, the dock can completely change how your workspace functions. My nose is bothering me, I don't know why. And the first thing that stands out in this size for something called a 13-in-1 dock, you'd expect a giant brick that looks like it belongs in a server room. But Anker kept it surprisingly compact. It has a clean design that actually looks good sitting on a desk instead of looking like you stole networking equipment from a college computer lab. And unlike cheap dock stations that feel like they've made out of recycled fast food trays, this feels solid and premium. And let's talk about why people actually buy a docking station in the first place. Ports. Lots of ports. The Anker Nano provides you a ridiculous amount of connectivity. You get multiple USB-C ports, multiple USB-A ports, HDMI outputs, Ethernet SD, micro SD card slots, audio support, and power delivery, all packed into one device. That means instead of plugging 10 cables into your laptop every morning like you're trying to defuse a bomb, you plug in one cable and suddenly your entire setup wakes up. Monitors connect instantly, accessories come alive, storage drives mount automatically, and your laptop starts charging at the same time. It turns your laptop into a desktop workstation in seconds, and one of the biggest reasons this dock matters is because modern laptops have become obsessed with removing useful ports. Companies keep acting like nobody uses USB-A. And while millions of people still own keyboards, microphones, webcams, external drives, controllers, and accessories that use it daily. So you end up buying adapters for your adapters until your desk looks like cyberpunk spaghetti. And the Anker Nano fixes that problem by centralizing everything into one hub that actually makes sense. And for productivity users, this thing is incredibly useful if you work from home, edit videos, manage spreadsheets, code, stream, or run multiple monitors. The workflow improvement is immediate, and dual monitor support means you can keep your main work on one screen and reference material, chats, or timelines on another screen. And that alone boosts the efficiency massively because constantly alt tabbing between windows destroys focus over time. Creative professionals especially benefit from the SD and the micro SD slots because photographs and videographers are constantly transferring files instead of hunting for a dongle every time you need footage off a camera. And the card readers are already built in, and that sounds small until you realize how much time those tiny annoyances waste every single week. Another huge feature is power delivery. The dock can charge compatible laptops while handling all your connected devices at the same time. That means one cable handles both data and power, which keeps setups clean and portable. And if you've ever crawled under a desk trying to untangle chargers while accidentally unplugging your monitor and questioning every life direction that brought you there, you know how valuable cable management becomes. Gamers can benefit too, even through docks are usually marketed towards productivity users. If you play on a game laptop, a dock this lets you quickly connect a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, a headset, Ethernet, and external drives without constantly unplugging and plugging everything in. And external Ethernet matters more than people think too. Wi-Fi is convenient until your game starts lagging because someone in the house decided to microwave a leftover during your ranked match. Wired internet is still king for stability and low latency. And the HDMI outputs are also important because monitor support is one of the main reasons people buy docks in the first place. A lot of cheap hubs advertise monitor support but struggle with refresh rates and resolutions or stability. Anker generally has a solid reputation for reliability, which is a major reason why people trust the brand. Nobody wants random screen flickering during a meeting or a monitor disconnecting mid-project. Reliability is boring until you don't have it, and then suddenly becomes the most important thing in the world. Another thing worth mentioning is heat management. cheap docks can get alarmingly hot, especially, under load, especially when transferring files or outputting video and charging devices simultaneously. And the Anker Nano handles thermal performance better than many budget options, which helps long-term reliability. Because electronics, they hate heat. Your laptop hates heat. Your hands hate heat. Everybody wins when temperatures stay controlled. And building quality also matters more than people realize because docks get plugged and unplugged constantly, and weak ports loosen over time and create connection issues. And that makes you want to launch the device into the world, into orbit. And Anchor products generally have a better reputation for durability than random bargain brands and names that sound AI generated, like Extreme Happy Dongle Tech Pro. And yes, those brands always somehow have thousands of suspicious 5-star reviews written by people named John. And definitely real customer setup is also refreshingly simple too. This isn't one of those devices where you need a PhD in computer engineering and 17 driver download from a website that looks like it was designed during the MySpace era. The most modern systems recognize the dock quickly. And once everything is connected, daily use becomes most effortless, and that convenience is the entire point. Good tech should disappear into your workflow instead of becoming another thing you have to troubleshoot. Now, is it perfect? No. Price will probably be the biggest barrier for some people because premium docks are definitely more expensive than basic USB hubs. But there's a huge difference between a cheap dongle and a full docking station designed to run an entire workstation setup. If all you need is one extra USB port for a mouse, you obviously don't need something this advanced. But if your desk constantly looks like a cable apocalypse and you rely on multiple devices daily, the value becomes much easier to justify. Compatibility is another thing to check before buying too. You need to make sure your laptop supports the necessary USB-C standard for display output and charging. Some people buy docks without understanding their laptop limitations and then just blame the dock when the real issue is the computer itself. Always check compatibility first because not all USB-C ports are equal. Tech companies really looked at identical ports and decide, let's make them secretly do completely different things. Very cool, very normal. And one underrated advantage of a dock like this is how it improves desk organization. A cleaner workspace genuinely helps concentration when cables are everywhere and devices are scattered across the desk like a tech landfill. It creates a visual clutter and frustration. Having one centralized connection point makes setups feel intentional and professional. There's also something satisfying about sitting down, plugging in one cable, and constantly having a complete workstation ready to go. It feels efficient in the best possible way. For laptop users who move around frequently, that convenience becomes addictive fast. You can use your laptop portability during the day, come home, connect one cable, and immediately transition into full desktop mode. And no connecting 10 devices individually, no forgetting chargers, no dealing with adapter chaos. It just works. And honestly, that's probably the best compliment you can give any piece of technology. The best tech removes friction from daily life instead of adding more of it. And overall, the Anker Nano 13-in-1 laptop docking station is one of those products that sounds boring until you actually use it. Then suddenly you wonder how you tolerated your old device setup for so long. It solves real problems that modern laptop users deal with constantly, especially the endless battle against missing ports, cable clutter, and inefficient workspaces. Whether you're a student, remote worker, creator, gamer, or someone who just wants a cleaner and more capable desk setup, this dock delivers a massive upgrade in convenience and functionality. So if you're looking to purchase this, check out the link in the description. It will be up there right at the top of the description. Click on it, get some more specs on it. And if you're going to buy it, that supports the channel, and I appreciate that. Thanks for doing that. The link is in the description at the top side of it. It's not flashy. It's not trying to reinvent technology, and it's definitely not going to make your coffee in the morning. Although, give tech companies a few years, and they'll probably announce an AI-powered smart dock subscription for that too. What it does do is simply simplify your setup, expand your connectivity, and make your laptop feel dramatically more powerful and practical. And in a world where laptops can keep getting thinner while users keep needing more accessories, docking stations like this are becoming less of a luxury and more of a necessity. So if you're going to purchase it, link is in the top of my description. I'd highly appreciate that. Also, subscribe. YouTube says I can't grow without a subscription, and that's what we need today. So if you only do that, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.